There he goes. Little Honda things. Well, got it all done. I had to do a little hole here, put a little bolt in here so the throttle assembly doesn't rotate. Put a big fat zip tie, 50-pound zip tie right there, just to keep it from moving. It's tight on there. This one here ain't moving one bit. I ain't got nothing on it, but I'll probably put a little zip tie on it right before I get rid of it. That's about it. I had to adjust the wheel back just a little bit because it loosened up from about a mile ride. It's about right now, I guess. No binding or weird issues or anything like that. But yeah, this is the M8 mount engine. Just tap the frame a little bit right here on each side because the bolts was hitting. Just a little tap on each side, about a 1/16 of an inch at most. Trimmed the head, the fit, got it slanted just right, no rear spacer. Made my intake, cut the little bend off, and made a little groove so I could clamp something on here, but it's real tight already. Turned it upside down also. Runs real good like that. Also, only other thing is a little tab right here, the little mount for the V-brake. I can't really see it, but I took my Dremel and just grinded off about an 1/8 inch so the chain wouldn't rub up under there. But other than that, it's a tight fitting frame. It's pretty fun to ride. It's real short. Makes the engine look a lot bigger on this tight frame. And the pedal just barely touches the exhaust. I ain't too worried about it. Just a little scuff there. I was thinking just I'll probably grind a little bit off right there, and it'll work good because I don't feel like cutting and welding that pipe. I'd rather do a little grinding if I can, if it ain't gonna hurt nothing. But that's it. Hit 32 mile per hour on a 24 with a 44 tooth bone stock G4 cylinder. 32, and it had a lot more. I'll tell you why, because it's so rich. It was 4-stroking up top like a mug. I think I had this jetted on my other bike. I had a jetted fat, probably fatter than a stock jet. So I'm going to have to swap the jets out or just rejet it a little smaller. It should do an easy 35 jet, right? Definitely. Maybe 40, just because a 44 tooth with a stock engine on a 26-inch wheel is over, especially if you're like 200 pounds like I am. It's definitely over geared for the weight ratio, power to weight ratio. But this is a good gear ratio if you're about, I'm gonna say 175 and up to maybe 250 for a stock engine to hit a good 30. At least 30, 35 probably. But it just all depends on what you want. But I like the 24 with a 44 with the stock engine. It's got a lot of well, not a lot more than a 26 with a 44. It's got a little bit more bottom end power, a little more torque. I climbed the hills pretty easy. I took a 26, the last bike I did, and climbed the biggest hill down around here. There's 2 of them. Without pedaling, it went up the hill about 10 mile per hour with the stock G4 engine. So there ain't no hill down here really that I would have to pedal. There's one probably a little bit steeper. I can't actually come down that hill. It's a steep hill. I had to use my brakes on that bike, but I probably wouldn't be able to make it up it without pedaling on the steepest hill down here. But for any other hill though, anywhere else I want to go, a stock engine kit will get me get me through. These G4s got some pretty good bottom end grunt to them. So yeah, I like this little bike. I think it looks pretty sweet. Shit, I might keep it. It's a fun little rider. Just leave it stock, jet it right, get it to hit at least 35 with the stock gearing on a 24. That's probably right around 9,000 RPM or something. I don't know. It's revving it pretty good for a stock engine, and it's still got the stock muffler baffle and stuff unmodified. But I'll get it jetted and maybe do another video on it. I don't know. But that's it for now. Yeah, fire it up, I guess. Show you how rich it is. Got the brakes all. I need to get a dual pull for it if I'm gonna keep it though. These front brakes real touchy with these V brakes, I'll tell you what. But get a dual pull, make the back engage about 50% harder than the front. That'd be nice. She's pretty rich. Pretty rich. Right here in front of these apartments. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Later.